Hey, hey, what's up, tribe? What is up, you guys? All right, I'm going to show you in this video, this training video, how to create your own custom macros. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep this video under 5 minutes. This is a extremely shortened version of the 90-minute training that I did with you guys last week. Okay, I've been doing this webinar for the last few months, and each time I do it, I try to cram even more in and shorten the time. So this is like a little quickie catch up because that training video from last week came down after 2 days. So I did get a lot of questions about it, and we're just going to go through it really quickly. I'm going to show you how to create your own custom macros. Okay, and then you're going to track these macros in the MyFitnessPal app in your phone. Okay, and why you want to do this is because you get to choose the foods you eat. Okay, so you don't have to stick to a really strict meal plan or typically healthy foods. You can incorporate in foods that you like eating regularly and still get results in the gym. Okay, so you guys ready for this? All right, so take some notes. I will be leaving this video up so you can always refer back to it. So the first thing we need to understand is the value of our calories, okay? So I'm going to write down proteins, carbs, fats, okay? Hey, if you're jumping on, say hello in the comments so I know you're here. Okay, whoops, erase that. Okay, so protein, carbs, and fats. We're going to go 1 gram equals 4 calories of protein and carbs, and 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. Okay, so that's what this looks like. If you want to write this down, would be a good idea. Okay, so we've got the value of our macronutrients. So your macronutrients is your breakdown of your overall calorie intake of the day, what those calories consist of. Okay, and this is how you get results. Okay, understanding that you have got to hit these macros, okay, each day. And as long as you stay within these numbers, you are on track, okay? So it's one thing to only eat a certain amount of calories, but it's a whole nother thing to hit your daily macros, okay? And what I mean by that is that if you are cutting your calories down, right, and you're not really sure how many of those calories are, consist of protein, not sure how many consist of carbs and how many consist of fat, you're really just becoming a smaller version of yourself, which is not a bad thing, right? Because if you have a goal that is weight loss, it means you're going to be smaller. However, if you want to really change the structure of your body and what you look like, the shape of your body, so that maybe you have more defined shoulders, you have a tighter, firmer booty, etc., you really want to understand macros, okay? So the next step after we realize, or not realize, after we learn that 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories as well. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. Okay. Then we're going to write down our goal weight in pounds, obviously. Okay. So write down your goal weight. And now what we're going to do is configure our daily protein intake, which is going to be and this is the important part. This is the number that you have to know in order to calculate the rest of your macros, okay? So if you are 100, if your goal weight is 100 to 140 pounds, you want to do 1 gram of protein per pound, okay? So with my number that I chose as my goal, 1 gram per pound, okay? 100 pounds to 140 pounds goal weight, you will do 1 gram of protein per pound, okay? Now I'm going to run through these numbers quick, okay? If your goal weight is between 141 and 150 pounds, you're going to do 0.95 grams of protein per pound of goal weight, okay? If you're between 151 pounds and 160, you're gonna do 0.85 grams of protein per pound of your goal weight. Between 161 and 170, you're gonna do 0.80 gram per pound of your goal weight. Between 171 and 180, 0.75 gram per pound of your goal weight. And this is a protein, okay? If you're over 180 pounds is your goal weight number, you're going to multiply your goal weight by 0.70 per pound of goal weight, okay? Hopefully this makes sense. Again, I'm leaving this video up. Go back and review it, okay? I'll just show you guys my little notes right here real quick. Okay, so these are the categories. This is how we're going to configure our protein in grams for our daily protein intake, okay? How much protein we have to have. Okay, I'm already over my 5-minute mark, but we're going to move quickly through this. Now, to configure our carbs, we're just going to simply match our grams of protein for our carbohydrate. That's going to be the same number. The reason is because they're equal in calories. Protein and carbs, 1 gram equals 4 calories for both of those macros. Okay, so we're gonna start, our starting macros is gonna be equal in those two, protein and carbs, right here. Okay, now our fat is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna get my calculator out. By the way, those numbers here are grams, okay? 135 grams of protein, 135 grams of carbs. So now I'm going to get my calculator and I'm going to calculate my grams of protein. I'm going to figure out how many calories that is, okay? So I'm going to take 135 times 4, because we know that 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, 540, and since our protein and carbs are the same number, we know that those two are going to be equal the same amount of calories. Okay? Stay with me here, y'all. So I'm writing it on my marker board. Okay? Now, for the sake of our starting macros needing to be balanced, that means 33% of each of the 3 macros, proteins, carbs, and fats. We know that our fat calorie intake is going to be the same as the other 2 macros. Okay? What we are configuring is the gram amount of fat intake we need to eat every day. Okay? So now we're going to do a reverse math problem. Not to confuse you. Again, I want you to go back and watch this video because I am moving through it pretty quick. But once you get this down, it's very simple. So we're going to take our 540, okay? We're going to divide it by 9 because 1 gram of fat is 9 calories, okay? And this is going to tell us how many grams of fat we need to eat each day based on what we said our goal weight was. So now I have configured my daily intake, okay, of my fats. So this is the category right here. I'm going to circle it in purple. These are our macros. Now, while we know, hold on, I'm going to configure this up. I want to show you guys this. While we know that we have to drop our calories down, we have to know what our calories are made up of in order to stay on track and in order to see real changes, okay? More definition in your body, like I was talking about earlier, okay? So these numbers circled in purple are the numbers that are important for us to follow each day. While it is a good idea to know how many calories that you should be having, the macros, the breakdown of your calories is what is most important, okay? I got 45 seconds. I'm going to wrap this up under 10 minutes, okay? So this is how you configure your custom macros based on your goals using the 33% method. That means that we're eating balanced across the board, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're eating a balanced amount of proteins, carbs, and fats at each meal, okay? So I want you guys, your homework assignment is to download the MyFitnessPal app in your phone and start tracking based on the macros. Start tracking your macros and hit the numbers based on the math problem that we just did here today. If you guys have more questions, you can message me anytime. I love talking about this kind of stuff, and I'm here to help y'all. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.